is Kevin, and just like you said, yes, he is a Binturong. And so not a lot of people are familiar with that animal just because they actually live on the very opposite side of the planet from us. So you'll actually find Binturongs in Asia. And so you can find them, some species in the tropical rainforest, which is where Kevin's species is from. So he's going to be Palawan Binturong. But then you can also find some species at the foothills of the Himalayas as well. And so now, being a Binturong, the one thing they're all going to have in common is Binturongs are members of the carnivore family. And so a lot of us, when we think about carnivores, think about animals that eat meat, because that's basically what that group is. But Binturongs are one of two special members of that group who, even though they are classified as carnivores because of what their teeth look like, they're actually going to be, for the most part, frugivores. So they eat fruits. And so right now, you're actually seeing Kevin's getting some of his favorite fruits here. So banana and grape are some that he really likes. But then he also likes things like mango, strawberry, cantaloupe, watermelon. So he gets lots of different fruit options here. Another really interesting thing about these guys and being carnivores is that they're one of two that have what's called a prehensile tail. And so that is why you can see Kevin that has that super long tail there. It's about the length of his body almost. And so when Binturongs are small, they can use that tail to actually support all of their body weight. So they will just be able to hang on that tail alone. As they get bigger, it's a little bit, they weigh a little bit too much to do that. But they can actually still support quite a bit of their body weight on it. And they actually use it as a balance as they move around in the trees, because Binturongs are going to be what we call arboreal. So they live their lives mainly in trees. And that is why they're also so excellent at climbing. And it's really cool just because they have the ability to rotate their ankles 180 degrees. So they can turn them all the way around so that they can climb up a tree just as fast as they climb down. And that's going to be important because getting into the trees as quickly as possible is basically how they're going to escape their predators. And so I mentioned that they live in a couple different places, but in those places they have to worry about things like tigers, leopards, snow leopards are all animals that might try to make a meal out of a Binturong. So being able to quickly move through those trees is just a must there. You guys have any questions about Kevin?
Do you trim their claws or do they shed naturally?
They do shed naturally, and so we don't trim them. We actually have never done that. Just by climbing, they actually are going to wear them down and make sure that they're always at a really good, healthy length.
How old is Kevin?
So he's actually 7 years old now.
Was he born here?
He wasn't actually. He was born at the Nashville Zoo in Tennessee. And so he actually came the same day that Murph, our other Binturong, and then Riley, our clouded leopard, they all came from Nashville Zoo the same day actually. And they actually knew each other pretty much very, very young.
And he's a typical size?
Yeah, and so actually the Palawan Binturong is going to be the smaller of the species, and so there are some that get even bigger than them, which is quite amazing, being that they're able to still so nimbly move throughout the trees there.
Do they have natural predators?
Yeah, so they have to worry about leopards, tigers, snow leopards, clouded leopards are all animals that might try to make a meal out of Binturong. Looks like he's giving us the hints, so I'll leave you guys with this, but animals are actually going to musk to scent mark there. You saw he was doing a lot of sniffing. Lots of the animals leave their own scents. When he does it, it actually smells like buttered popcorn. Thank you guys.
Thank you.